It's the Cable MTG Show.
Oh shit, it's that red-green enchantment. Card's good. 1 red, green, bid him combat on your turn, get a 1/1, attacks each combat of Able. So the tokens have to attack. But you put a 1/1 counter on it for each invasion counter on the enchantment, and then you put an invasion counter on the enchantment. So turn 1 you get a 1/1, then the 2/2, then a 3. You know, they just keep growing and stuff. Anyway, we're gonna draft that card. We're gonna be taking the 2-mana Mana Dork very highly. Partially because it's just nutty. I think it's like one of the better commons in the format. But also because it'll let us play this Alien Invasion on turn 3. How's draft treating me? I just scrub-a-dubbed. But, you know, such things happen. Draft number 2. Got a good start. This Vision Quest, even if you're just getting a 1/1, you're like, it's like 6 mana, 5/5, haste. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this Abomination. Something that took me a while, that I struggled with for a bit, was that you can just like play them for the power-up cost, essentially. Instead of playing it for 4 later and then doing the power-up for 7 later. Makes them all a lot better than they look. Yes, the Burgeoning Bruiser makes sense. Kind of want this Knight of Wundagore. There's just not very many playable 2-drops in the format. And they're so important. But I'll take the uncommon. How's the fixing in this set? Difficult to go 3 colors. I've gone 3 and 4 colors a few times. It's not great. Much easier if you're green. Green's got a couple of fixers at common. So it's a fairly standard limited format in that regard. There's a Mana Rock. There's a dual cycle. I think a Boros stack with Iron Fist could be sweet. With like the cantripping trick and stuff. Repulsor Blast isn't bad, but you can only play so many 4-mana removal spells. A lot of... the cheap removal spells are very good. The Incinerate, the Squirrel Fight card, the black thing that gives -2/-2, and Death Touch. Really like all of those cards. It's difficult to play too many of the more expensive ones, though, the 4-mana things. I guess I'll grab a Broker. I don't love it. The basic land cyclers help for splashing. Sure, yeah, they help for splashing. It's difficult to justify like a dedicated 3-color deck off of them, though. Because now you're spending your turn doing that instead of curving out. But if you're supporting a splashed bomb, the land cyclers can help you do that. They're all pretty reasonable. These green cards are both solid. I guess I take the Air Elemental. Kind of just fine. It's wild how Air Elemental has gotten like less and less exciting over the years. You liked Pepper Potts? Did I miss something? Oh, you're talking about the Stark Industries executive? Sure. I haven't loved it. But you're right, it would let me turn 3 in Invasion. I like the Sentinel. 5/5 reach is pretty solid. I'll grab this Giant Growth. Been very impressive with giant growth so far. This technique would make sense if we were 3 colors, but we're only 2 colors, and I think we're going to stay 2 colors. So I'm going to grab this villain, which is kind of solid. Haven't tried to play Super Strength yet. That track was hurting my psyche. I don't know what Pascal was thinking. The Submariner. Oh, there are multiple merfolk in this format. 1 blue, star 4 flying, power equal to the number of merfolk you control, whenever cast a non-creature spell. Get that many merfolks. Yeah, kind of an awkward pack for a straight red-green deck. There's this thing, which plays well with pump spells, huh? You just give her some 1/1 counters, she starts drawing you things. I think I'm gonna grab another giant growth. Could Pet Avengers. Maybe I'll try out this War Machine. We squirreling it up. Whenever she enters or attacks, get a 1/1 squirrel creature token for 4 mana and create X 1/1 squirrel tokens as the number of squirrels you control. Okay. Excuse me. 4 green, teamwork 5. Reveal the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. If it was cast using teamwork, put any number of creature cards from among them onto the battlefield instead. Third giant growth, their second Hulk smash. I guess I Hulk smash. You like the Baxter building? Is that one of those colorless ones? Yeah, they're all kind of good. I thought Bullseye was a lot better than it actually is when I first read it. He's good with like Industries Executive, where you can just like have extra artifacts laying around. He wouldn't be the worst here. I actually want this land, even though I'm only a 2-color deck. I think I want this dual. We've got double reds and triple greens now. I think it makes sense to have a dual or 2 in here. Make that a bit more possible. The rare land cycle. The rare land cycle is very good. They tap for either color when they come into play, or if you control a basic. They're like some of the best lands I've ever seen. Are you misreading Bullseye? Probably. 3 mana, 2/3. You have to discard a non-land to shock something. There are limited formats where being able to play a 3-drop on turn, on curve, and being able to kill your opponent's 2-drop would be just like game over. This is not one of those formats. There's also like a lot of 2 mana like 1/2s and stuff. Truck Toss is interesting. I do kind of want a Savage Land Dinosaur now that we're Earth's Mightiest Heroesing. 4 mana, 4 damage to any target. I'm gonna grab that. Yeah, Bullseye let you discard lands. Be quite a good card. Hasty Coaster, thanks for 58 months there. 420 viewers, what up? What up? Is the Mana Rock worth considering in a deck this chunky? For one, I don't think we're that chunky. The Mana Rock's worth considering because it's got like the truck toss, like side value. So Loki reads really situational. 2 mana, 2/1. Whenever a player or permanent becomes the target of an ability you control, draw a card. Triggers only once each turn. So that works well with like the Tapper common in white. It works well in blue-green where you've got stuff like Claim the Kingdom, right? And you can just keep drawing cards. It's a lot better than it looks. Sam Black fucking bodied me with that card. Titania is excellent and dominates games, but I think we want the Undercover Skrull even more than Titania. So that's why I grabbed it there. Wow, we're seeing a lot of bombs that are not in our colors. Unfortunate. Do have a white duel. I can grab a Citadel just in case, I guess. I think Rabid Rescue's fine. It does miss some of my better cards, like Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Mr. Hyde. Ooh, go nuts. So this card is excellent. I think this card might be the best common in the format. So far, like, obviously the limited format is new, but I think it's either Undercover Skrull or Go Nuts in terms of what the best common is. Mr. Hyde is solid, but he is very slow, right? But I wouldn't hate having another draw engine in here. Yeah, very rare that I would want multiple dual lands in a 2-color deck. But again, we've got the Squirrel Girl and Alien Invasion, just very color-heavy, rare cards that we want to support and want to play on curve. I might try this Iron Fist card. We've got like a couple Giant Growths and Hulk Smash and stuff. Hawkeye works with Bullseye. That's cool. Tempted by the Sentinel. I'm kind of tempted to just rare draft. Let's just rare draft. Vision's Legend. Probably just want the one, if even that. Pretty happy rare drafting a couple lands. A couple things I won't have to craft. At the end, when there's like nothing there for you, it's usually best to grab uncommons over commons. It just fills up your meter a little faster. Yeah, we got some cards in the sideboard that are certainly reasonable to play. Ultron Drone as a 6-drop, a lot more exciting than a 3-drop. Oh, the Powerful Broker could help juice up Alien Invasion. So I think these cards are all cuttable. That stack on the right there. Quinjet's not bad. Little flyer. Plays well with the truck toss. Again, I think y'all are overestimating Bullseye. I'd be surprised if it had some stupid high win rate. I think it's just a solid card. Having played with it a bit right now. It is good with Stark Industries Executive. If you're sitting there with like a bunch of mana and nothing else to do, it can make attacking and blocking awkward for the opponent. But most of the best cards in this format are not 2 toughness or less. And you do have to pitch something most of the time. You played like 2 games before you learned the power stuff at discount the turn you played it. Yeah, I missed that as well. What's up, Baron Fritz? You've been impressed with the disenchants in this format? Yeah. Yeah, we saw one of the green 2-drop disenchant critters early on, but it didn't wheel for me. I could keep the executive and the bullseye in because they're synergistic with one another. I think Operative and Volcanic Villain are both very reasonable filler cards. Operative being a 2-for-1 and Villain just applying some nice haste pressure sometime. I can almost like Ultron Drone. Not as like a 3-drop, but like as a 6, 6 mana, 4/5 that comes with a 2/2. Not terrible. I'm just going to try this for now. Solid looking opener here. I haven't loved Agents of Hydra unless I've got ways to sack it. And there are some. The black-green critter in particular. It's good for that. It's like 4 mana, sack a creature, kill a thing. Might just cycle this giant growth. If and I'm allowed. Ooh. I guess I want a giant growth to kill that thing. I was really hoping to draw a card here. Yeah, I'm just going to draw a card. So I could have giant growth the Iron Fist there and killed the Crossbones. And instead I decided to deal 3 more damage to the opponent and draw a card. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I saw a lot of sealed builds, and I never saw anyone play this Warlord. And now I've seen a lot of people play it. A lot of lands going on here. Giant Growth getting some run. I think Giant Growth is good in this format. I think having really mana-efficient ways to blow out combat matters. Sometimes there's some real fast pressure being applied. I didn't know this thing was a Murpha. Cool. 5/4, you say? Oh shit, what up? Hey, I'm Rando. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 11 months. And Oblong Osprey. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 57 months. Appreciate you both. Hell yeah. Moonshine and Draft? No, this is just a jar. Nothing wrong with drinking water out of a jar. Alright, I need an answer to this yellow jacket. Menace Death Touch, Nice. Quick reach check here. Got him. Cool. Family history of liver issues? No. Nothing like that. Giant Growth could be worth 6 damage here with the War Machine. Seems like an awkward play with my opponent holding up all their mana, though. Do I have quick tips for you? Quality 2-drops are rare, and they're very, very good, so value them highly. In my experience, the combat tricks are quite good. See, I'm playing Giant Growth here. It's fucked up. Only taking one creature is on. Well, it's got to be cost mana value 6 or less. So they could have taken my 2 shitters, or they could have taken my 7/6. If they'd taken my 2 tap shitters, we would have just killed them with double giant growth there. Chapter 3's target creature control fights up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. So that's why I did the trade thing, because like they were gonna get their value no matter how I played that. Very curious what their hand is here. Oh, cute. Fuck me. Guess I'm glad I didn't invest in putting counters on the specialist. Although if I'd done that, they would have had to take the flyer or die to the flyer attack. This thing's got fucking lifelink. God damn it. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. The superhero Civil War plus Night Nurse. Not bad. And then they didn't do anything, and I was like, that is terrifying. Rude. The set is indeed available for everybody to play. Hulkling not doing much here. Yeah, that was the one that would blow me out, kind of. All right. Man. All right, 8 cards. Here we go. Okay, well that could have been better, but I guess it could have been worse. Do you have spells in this deck? There's some. Oh, the Hulkling's got fucking vigilance. What's wrong with me? Alien invasion, kind of awkward against Invisible Woman here. Bullseye looking about as good as usual. Interesting. Yeah, I kind of want to cut the Bullseye for the 6 mana 4/5 make it 2/2 here would have been really good. Hello. So with the Bullseye ability here, I could discard this Abomination and deal 2 damage to something. Really needs artifact generation to go along with it. I think we're just going to take the 2/5 off the board. That way my alien invasion won't just be feeding them life, at least. I'm just saying, it's the sort of card where you first read it. I did this myself. You first read it, and you're like, oh, that's really good. And then you read it after you draw it, and you're like, wait a minute, hold on. Hold on. There's some things I may have missed. Maybe in black, pair it with the skeleton effect that you can put. There's a creature that you can put back to your hand for 3 mana. So 6 mana every turn, you can shock something. Still not exactly broken, right? Opponent's got 5 cards left. They're questioning whether they want to activate Rick Jones again. This has got to be the worst alien invasion game I've seen. I might actually want to save that to discard the Bullseye. Getting another creature out of the 5/5 range could make sense, though, in regards to this Claim the Kingdom. Kind of forgot I was in the deck. Definitely should have saved another land or two. Oh, I've been shitting on it all stream, Captain Maple. Well, my decision to activate was the worst. just super wrong. Opponent's got 2 cards left. I think they were doing some math if this lets them kill me. None of these creatures have evasion, though, so I don't see how it would. Did you pair it with Artifact Generation, Captain? I think it's a lot better with Artifact Generation. I have had games where it was good, but a lot of that was I had like artifacts to throw around. Okay, we just need to live. Don't have to think about this too hard. Looks like a good-ass opener. Glad I didn't claim a nightmare claim the kingdom that turn. I know there's Vigilance. I didn't want to trade for the 3/2 and a 1/1. I think Hulking might get bigger. Interesting. So you play the Titan. Hulking gets to serve in. I think I want to play this Alien Invasion, though. Get that rolling. Shouldn't Invasion trigger Hulking? Invasion? What are you talking about? You're talking about from the last game? The Alien Vision didn't grow my Hulking? Yeah, the 1/1 comes into play and then it gets the counters. Chance, right? Interesting. I thought for sure they had the White Shock. And then I would have expected like a block here, and they double tap to Teamwork. We unsummoning. What are you gonna bounce? Makes sense. The Tapper's interesting. We're a mana away from this Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That's the spot. That's the sort of spot where Bullseye has been solid for me, where like it just makes blocking awkward, but you don't actually have to activate it. Like the threat of the activation's worth more than actually spending your turn doing it. Pretty happy drawing 2-drops in these games we've been having. They do have a lot of bangers. So the Vision does need another 1/1 counter before she starts drawing cards, but could happen. Could do. That broker might get me there, actually. Dinosaur's been solid in this deck. What is chomping? Hope I'm not waltzing into some mythic sweeper that I haven't seen. Awesome. Nice synergy there. Yeah, you know, kind of working together, huh? One counter thing. He can tell the difference between me talking to y'all and talking to him. So when I said, hey, buddy, he like startled. I guess, I guess. Thought about discarding the Hulklings. I don't have a lot working with her yet. I kind of like keeping the vision. She might do something with these giant growths. Am I getting racked? Ugh. I'm sure the opponent's thrilled about that, actually. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a 2 for 2, right? I burned 2 giant growths. They lost a 3/3 in a Helicarrier strike. That's not the end of the world. A 3-power creature would go so hard here if one of these had 3 power and just like play it and get done. That was awkward. That was a fucking full 3 for 1. Okay, well that can't answer a 4/4 flyer. We get another red. That card is very fucking good. We still can't play this truck toss. And then just get to keep on drawing cards. Yeah, having to 3 for 1 myself to deal with Captain Marvel was pretty brutal. I don't think we can come back from this. I guess I don't quite like mulliganing this. I don't quite like keeping it. Just like a little awkward with our 2/3s. Maybe this Bullseye will end up being quite good here. Convert a Giant Growth into a Specialist. The 4-mana enchantment would be a sick rip here. No synergy from my broker here. Hopefully that's not too slow. Running out this Stark Industries executive was actually super wrong. Because what I could have done is blocked with Bullseye and then activated and actually traded with one of the Pet Adventures. And then take 6 and go down to 2. That's not great either. Yeah, I think Alien Invasion on 4 this game would have been good. We got to it a little late. Even with the 3-drop, they could juice it up a little bit. The Hawkeye Bow is a combo in Pauper. Yeah, but it's a combo that's like vulnerable to Summoning Sickness and stuff. It's still not overpowered for that format, I don't think. All right, let's see if this does something for me. We're jonesing over there. Straight jonesing. That's a 7/7 trample. Well, my first prayer wasn't getting... It's a bit slow on the draw, right? Our first play is just Hulkling on 3. But I do like having the rares. We have all this green mana for this Squirrel. Nice. So the Features Forge is very good, but I'm very glad that they're not playing a 2-drop there. The one that I really don't want is the flash equipment that gives it +1/+2, because it would just like eat my Hulkling and they would retain that value, right? But if I grow this to a 3/4 and serve and they have it, then they've got a 3/5 blocking my 3/4. I don't lose the Hulkling, right? They would need a second thing. Where are the dinosaurs? The Marvel canon? I know the X-Men fight some fucking dinosaurs. You don't remember any of this from the movies? That's because the people that made the fucking X-Men movies were cowards. The animated series, they fought some dinosaurs. Have you watched the old 90s TV show? Some of the movies' plots were covered in that show, the Days of Future Past. In the show, Bishop's the main character, not Wolverine. Wolverine's like gonna go back in time, and he's like, "What are you gonna do, old man?" He's like, they end up teaming up and stuff. I actually have a comic cell from that run, or not comic cell, the animated TV show cell. It's Bishop with like the wall exploding behind him. It's kind of cool. Okay. you got it. With the power of teamwork. If I get to untap with my shit, some stuff's about to go down. What's 5 + 7? 12? Probably fucked this up somehow. Yeah, I was probably just supposed to pump the Trampler home. Yeah, X-Men 97, pretty fucking good, yeah. I kind of dig Iron Fist, huh? Just like turns Giant Growth into a Lava Axe. Or better, right? Like you can use it to kill creatures. This is even good. They can like do this block, this double block, and then I'm trading this with the 3/4. Oh, I should have Specialist pre-combat. Yeah, I'm just gonna serve with the Flyer. Yeah, one more 1/1 counter would have made a difference there. Thinking about going to Riot Fest to catch this band. Well, that's annoying. During the draft portion, right at the start of the stream, someone was talking about how like they thought the 7-drop was just like a nuts common. I've been really impressed with the Undercover Skrull. Just very easy to get a couple critters in the graveyard, and then you got a 2-mana 3/3 mana dork. Sometimes the creature type matters too. No, my Skrull. I've also been impressed with that card, Widow's Bite. If it's ever a 2-for-1, it just feels so good. Opponent's having a little too much fun over there. Maybe I should have played this out for the landfall just to get closer to the indestructible counter. Wish I had Truck Toss up this turn. Kill it in response to the Connive trigger, prevent the value token. But I do not, sadly. Oh, you need to have a target anyway. Fair enough. Got me. Raid. Hey, Doomwake. Thanks for the raid. Hope you had a dope stream. I assume Doomwake was GMing Constructed. Definitely going to be doing some of that myself later this week. I usually like to spend the first couple of days drafting, of course. Wow, Electra's really good. Okay, bring this, I guess. It's been very impressed with that card. On standard earlier, shame. Hell yeah. Do I have to pass? Is the next question. Good old blocker here. Be taking 3. I'm gonna fucking serve in 3, 4, 5. Maybe a little ballsy on my part. Because removal spell in the Abomination. Well, it wouldn't kill me this turn. It'd be pretty close to next turn. Yeah, I think it was a bad attack. God, they both got trample, and I can't attack because I'm dead on board. I'm just dead on board anyway. If I was at 2 more life, would I be? No. Yeah, I shouldn't have attacked last turn. Fuck. Dang, 6 and 3. Didn't get the trophy. Okay. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break here. Grab some water. I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll fire up a fresh draft. The freshest of drafts. Good run. Yeah, not a bad run. I really like those green combos.